Storm Team Weather, here's Chief Meteorologist Josh Johns.
Welcome back, everyone. So do you think we could possibly get more storms anytime soon? Or
You know, not for a while. That's the good news. When you get a system like this that comes in, you need a few quiet days to kind of transition back to life sometimes.
Right.
You know, sometimes you need a little bit of a break from the weather, and thankfully we've got one that's on the way. Although today, even though we saw a break from the clouds, the wind was really howling on the backside of the system. We saw winds that got up to 50-mile-per-hour gusts out towards Sterling City. Even here in San Angelo, 50-mile-per-hour gusts. No one really got up to 60 miles per hour, but it was possible. And to our north, boy, did they have some big gusts over towards Amarillo. Had a few semis turned over. Today, we got up to 75, thanks to those southerly wind, or those southwesterly and westerly winds that bring in that warmer air off the plains. We call them downslope winds. Got us pretty warm. 75 our high today. Should be at 70 this time of year. 46 our low. Should be at 44. We've been as warm as 94 and as cold as 19 degrees. Not going to be approaching either of those levels. In fact, we're going to see temperatures go back below normal. Not to below normal as in records, but below normal weather coming on in. Still windy tonight, though. Even though it has eased off a little bit, we're going to see 10 to 15 mile per hour winds. Cooler weather is coming in behind this system with a calmer end to the week and below average highs. You can see how much the winds have calmed down currently. We're only at 9 miles per hour here in San Angelo. They're still dealing with some pretty gusty winds along I-20. It's 15 mile per hour right now. In Sterling City, those west winds brought in that dry air. That's why our temperatures have dropped pretty fast tonight. We're now sitting at 58 degrees in San Angelo. It's 63 currently in Ozona, 60 in Ballinger, 66 in Junction, and 61 in Robert Lee, also 61 out in Midland. We'll see temperatures continue to drop tonight thanks to the clear skies and the slightly lighter winds. The winds are back tomorrow, though. High wind warning still remains in effect off to our west. It's no longer in effect for our area, but it was in effect for Sterling and Coke County, and the rest of the Concho Valley was under a wind advisory. Both have since expired. That's the good news. Let's roll this back 24 hours, though, show you the storms that did work through. It was a line of storms that came in from the west, brought a lot of wind damage reports all the way from Midland over to San Angelo, down into Junction as well. They had 63-mile-per-hour winds out in St. Lawrence and Glasscock County. A little bit of roof damage there in North San Angelo, even some power poles knocked down in Ballinger. A power pole knocked down there in Ballinger off, I believe it was County Road 250 or 258. And then off to our south, had all the damage down towards Junction, which you already saw in the news. Even had some hail reported there south of Hex. And that stuff in Junction mainly hit the south and east sides of town. Talked to the police chief down there, and the good news was a lot of folks have come out to help, and a lot of folks in the community helping clean up things. So very good response there in Junction, and hopefully they'll be able to get some of those roofs fixed. Our next cold front's actually sliding to the south now. You'll see it right here that's sitting towards Amarillo. That arrives tomorrow. It's a little bit of a weaker front, but it will still cool us down. This is a huge system that came through, caused all of this weather. It now is pulled off over towards Kansas. Look at it. It looks like a hurricane when you look at it, just on land. It has the exact appearance as a hurricane, and in some cases, it was actually as strong as a hurricane. Look at the last 24 hours, how this thing kind of dug in and pulled off to the northeast, causing big blizzard-like weather from Rapid City to Denver. Colorado recorded their lowest pressure ever recorded. That's unofficial, but it has been set at 969 millibars. That's kind of equivalent to a Category 2 hurricane. And they also had a 97-mile-per-hour gust today in Colorado Springs. Combine that with the snow, you have whiteout conditions across Colorado, and that thing's going to keep picking up off to the northeast. Luckily, we're on the quiet side of it, so we're going to see quiet weather hang around. Tonight, temperatures falling down into the 40s, and then tomorrow we'll see them kind of go back up into the 50s and the 60s before that next front arrives. There comes tomorrow temperatures for you, 63. We're going to be in the 60s tomorrow with those winds still blowing, about 10 to 15 miles per hour, occasionally getting up to 20 or 25. Tonight, down to 45, clear and chilly with winds out of the west at 15 to 25 miles per hour. For your Thursday, 64, sunny, still breezy, winds out of the west-northwest at 20 to 25 miles per hour. And as you take a look at this extended forecast, you know, you couldn't ask for a better St. Patrick's Day, except maybe a little bit more heat, Mariah, but yeah. 63, you know, no one's going to complain about that. You can bust out your green sweaters, drink your green beer, and watch the sun go up. It won't be green, but, you know,
that'd be cool.
It's going to be some nice weather. It would be terrifying if it was. I wouldn't want to know what would cause the sun to be green. 57 Friday, 60s as we start off the new week. Right now, no rain chances, but it is spring. We know it changes fast, and we know it can change quickly, and that's why we'll keep watching it.
When do you think we'll get maybe into the 80s, 90s, all that good stuff?
You know, maybe the week after.
That'd be great.
I bet so. We're approaching April. It should happen.
Okay, we'll see. All right, thanks, Josh. And coming up on KSAN News, we'll have this week's Our Water Report right after the break.